Hello, Paul here from EMD Automotive at Carrington, Sydney. Just want to show you the car with the roof problem. Done a lot of work on this car, diagnostics work, wiring, checking everything on the car. There's a lot of things I had to check to find the problem, and I already found the problem anyway. And the problem was the problem of the car was the ECU. The ECU was burnt, internally burnt. So if you look in here, I had to pull it apart. And I had to check the circuits in the ECU, and the tick there means that's good, that's good, that's good, that circuit is good, and this circuit here is bad. And this circuit is bad. This is the communication circuit, so on this side here. So you need to work on a lot of these circuits to understand how they work. Like a lot of customers bring their car to me and they think that I just look at the car for 5 minutes and it's fixed. It takes a long time to test things. See all this wiring here? All that wiring there? All this wiring here? There's some 26 pins, 10 pins, 5 pins, 4 pins, something like that. All those pins have to go somewhere in the car. They go to the alarm box, they go to the switches, they go to the side box, to the ND roll bar. They go to everything. There's a lot of, how do I put it? There's a lot of circuits. There's a lot of wiring. There's a lot of sensors. There's a lot of resistance you got to check. You can't just blindly dive in and say, yep, it needs this and it's this. You've got to have proof. So what I've done a lot of checking on this car here, and I narrow it down to the actual ECU, and I checked the ECU circuits, and I found one is open circuit, this one here, and you can't repair it. There's no point. There's no parts available for this ECU. Now we're going to see the motor. Have a look at the motor. It's empty down here. Just shine the light there. See the motor there? See there? There's nothing in there. It's empty. There's nothing at all. So one of these rams are leaking somewhere. I'm not sure where it's leaking, but I'm not going to look at that for now. This car was coming in for me to look at it because it's not working. All right. But go back to my point. It's very important for the customers, like for me, for my diagnostic work. It's really hard to actually go through this. It's not something that people bring their car to me and they ring me up and say, Paul, I need my car. Like they don't. You've got to understand, and this is what I'm trying to explain to people. When you bring your car to me, it doesn't mean it's going to be fixed, just like changing a light globe. There's a lot of circuits I've got to check: earth, power circuits, relay circuits, ECU circuits, alarm alarm signal circuits, switch circuits. Just a lot of stuff I've got to check. A lot of panels I've got to remove to check as well. A job like this, the whole day is not enough for me to actually check it properly. You know, that's why I'm doing this kind of video, so people, anyone looking at diagnostics, to bring their car to me, you got to understand that this is not easy work to find, especially when this car was already been in a different workshop, because I can find all the wires already been chopped, all the insulations cut. See here, all of them's cut. They checked all the signals, but there's no report. So I narrowed everything down to the actual roof. All right, so control units, and luckily this car came in today. This one here came in today. It's convertible, and then I pulled this out from that car, and then we're going to try it now because I know already it's the actual roof ECU. So we're going to try it to see if it works. Now I'm going to hit the switch. Before, nothing worked at all. I've got the switch here. Hear that? That's working. Everything is working. Like I said, my diagnostic is correct. And I'm going to show and the reason why I'm doing the video, to show the customer that what I had to go through to find the problem. And especially anybody want to bring their 996 for me to fix in the future, or something like, it doesn't matter what car it is, I fix all the European cars. There is a lot of work I've got to go through to check everything properly. And the worst thing is when people try to rush my work. That's the worst thing. I don't really like that. I don't like it when someone ring me every day and ask me, how's my car, how's my car, how's my car, how's this? Because they don't understand what I have to go through to find the problem. You know, sometimes it's really time consuming for me to find the problem, even though the customer needs their car. But they've got to understand, you've got to understand that I've got to do a lot of testing to find the problem 100%, because guesswork for me is no, it's not. I don't believe in guesswork. I've got to have it in black and white. Everything must be in black and white. Like I said, I found the problem, a lot of stuff I had to go through, and then now that what we're gonna do now, we're gonna open up the motor, this motor here, put some oil in there, and then we're gonna try the roof, make sure it all works. If it all works, if the customer doesn't want to buy a new ECU, this one here, for his car, I'm gonna pack it all up, and then he can actually buy his ECU in the future, put it in to fix the problem. You cannot buy this online. Even if you buy one, I won't recommend you to buy a second-hand one, because the second-hand one's already on its way to break down. So you're gonna spend money on a bad one. So all the ECUs starting to play up now. So my advice is actually get this brand new computer and get it sorted out as well. So while we're at it, I'm gonna show you the door. Lock, unlock. All right, that's working. All right, so we're gonna put some oil in this one and do another video, and then the roof should work normal. And I'm gonna put everything back together. Whoever worked on this car before doesn't even give a damn about this car. Look at this here, it's already off. They didn't even put it back properly. All right. So we're gonna put it back properly, and then we'll see what we're doing after that. Okay, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.